Okay guys, welcome back to another Assetto Corsa special event setup video. If you watched my stream yesterday, it was when I did it, you'll have seen the lap that I did eventually got to after a few hours of trying to set the car up. It took me a while to get back used to it. So we're obviously going to be driving the Porsche Gt4 Cayman Club Sport around Spa. It did take us quite a while to get back into this game because it's been a while since I've played it, and eventually got the time that was needed for the gold. The lap wasn't perfect, but it was as close as I was going to get last night. But I thought I would upload the lap with the setup I used so you guys can check it out and see if you can get the gold time as well, or at least the silver or bronze. It should be possible with this setup. It felt really nice. I could instantly feel the difference once I started changing the tyre pressures. So we'll start this lap now. Obviously trying to get a nice clean exit from the last corner, trying not to get too much wheel spin, running no traction control obviously to give ourselves a reasonably good speed. And I think we had the ABS setting on 5 for this lap. I think that's what we had it on eventually. So we're going to break down to second gear for this corner and just be careful on the throttle going through this corner. A bit too hard on the throttle and you can get the back end loose. As we see there, we nearly lost the back end, but we managed to save it. Then we're heading down through a ridge. We're going to try and go this nearly flat out in 5th gear. You need to try and straight line it as much as possible. We're going to go over the curb on the left and then chuck it into the curb on the right. We just about skim the apex and get over the curb again, straight over there. We did cut a little bit off this chicane, the corner, but it wasn't too much. Going through into 6th gear, we lifted slightly through a roost as well, not much, just a tiny lift. We're going to brake just before the curb on the left now, going down into 3rd gear, making sure you're blipping that throttle on the downshifts, and we're going to just slowly try and smoothly take the car through these corners. Now the car understeers a lot more, you've got to brake slightly earlier and should be a bit more gentle on the throttle. Obviously now we're running the PC version of the game with the physics, you just need to be a bit more careful and delicate with the throttle. So going down into 2nd gear, we actually I can't work out whether 3rd or 2nd gear was better on that. Sometimes 3rd gear, sometimes 2nd gear. I think you just got to work out as you go through the corner how the car feels. So we're running through that corner, we just about managed to keep it in the limits there. We nearly lost the back end of the game, but we're trying to push as hard as we can to get the gold medal. Going back down into 4th gear for the long fast left-hander. Just let the car run a little bit wide and then get on the throttle as early as you can. Be careful not to get on the power too early or the car will run slightly wide. Going through the gears, going then into the braking zone. When we just go past the bridge there, we're going to go down into 3rd gear through these fast corners now. We ran wide there, as you can see there. We lost it a good maybe 3/10 of a second there, and we nearly lost it on the exit. There was quite a lot of time lost through that corner, but we managed to save it, keeping it on the road. Going through these corners now, we get quite a nice exit from this corner there, and we actually take this corner reasonably nice. We give it a little lift and back on the throttle as hard as we can, and we stay on the track limits there. And that probably got us a nice little bit of time back that we lost, but like I say, there was probably, I think this setup should be good for a 2 minutes 32.1, maybe 2, with a good lap in. It's just taken me a bit of time to get back used to the game. We really took this corner quite nice. We got on the curb nicely and we pretty much did that flat out in 5th gear. Coming into the braking zone, we're going to brake halfway between the two boards on the left, going down into 2nd gear, skimming the curb on the entry, and then just lining the car. We really took this was probably our best corner. We managed to get on the power nice and early on the exit. A little bit of wobble on the rear, but it's still got on the power nice and early. So we're going to quickly go through the setup. As you can see, that was a 2 minutes 32, getting me the gold medal, and we're going to quickly go through the setup that we use now. Okay, so we're on the setup screen now, and obviously we're going to go through the setup. And one thing I did find was playing quite a bit with if you watch the stream, I did run quite a different changes within the tyre pressures, and I think I eventually got back. It might have even been close to the default setup. I can't remember what the default was. If anyone was watching, you would have seen how much I was changing it. But them tyre pressures felt right for me. The setup is very glitched on this car. I don't know what's going on, as you can see with the canvas. I don't know whether it stays on what you put it on or what. I tried all different ways of saving the setup and going back to it, and it just kept glitching. Same with the anti-roll bars, they were glitching, but this is how it is when I load it up from the setup I used. Hopefully that will give you the same setup, but I'm not too sure what's going on with the setup. It's very glitchy. It seems to happen on cars that haven't got much to change in the setups, so hopefully they'll fix that in the future and we can get the setups without the glitches in, so we know exactly what we're running. Anyway guys, I hope that setup will help you out in getting at least the bronze time that's needed. It's a hard time to beat, to be fair, especially with the changes and the handling model and getting back used to the game after playing Project Cars for a while. Gonna keep trying to mix it up with the Project Cars and Assetto Corsa to keep myself up to speed on both games. But what I'll do now is I'll leave you guys with the replay from that lap, so you can listen to the improvements in the sound as well. I noticed it when listening to it last night. There's definite improvements within the sound on the game from the last patch. Sounds a lot better now on the replays, even though it was already very good, but it sounds even better now. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for more future videos. Thanks again for watching.